Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone beyond. I am Mary Loon.
And I am BabyNoobCakes, and this is PlayStation Plus free game reviews. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at one of the May 2020 free games, Farming Simulator 19.
But now, let's attempt to answer the question, as one of the free games of the month, was it worth it?
Mechanics.
First, you get to watch a young farmer in plaid with just the right amount of 5 o'clock shadows smirk his way around a farm in various big boy toys. Oh, this bodes well. I was given two choices, Ravenport or Felsbrunn.
And I wound up choosing Ravenport as my starting city.
I went with Felsbrunn because of the castle in the background. I want to live the life of a medieval serf, making crops for the wretched nobility. Maybe Princess Peach lives up there, just waiting to bake a cake for me. Oh, glorious day. Maybe this game has some appeal for me after all. Then I get to make my character, which is pretty basic, but at least offers some diversity in its preset people, if not its flannel color options.
Character creation. This game has it. This message is approved by BabyNoobCakes.
Oh, I'm in Germany. Willkommen. The game asks if I want a tutorial. Yes please, I don't know anything about farming. I grew up in the suburbs. Once I tell it yes, however, the game totally ghosts me and I'm left alone with the sounds of the gently blowing winds, and that's about it. BabyNoobCakes had better luck when he chose Ravenport. Apparently the option new players are supposed to pick, which did lead him through several tutorials. He put real time in, trying his best to learn what the different equipment did. So, if you've decided to play this game for the first time, don't pick the cool town, pick the first town. You'll actually get some guidance in that one.
But this guidance is extremely limited. You do farming. There isn't really much else to say, since I'd be here for over an hour trying to explain every tiny detail of this game to you. Plus, the game doesn't do a very great job of telling you all of the mechanics either, so I don't think I even have a very good grasp of how it all works. As far as I could tell, there are only 3 types of machinery: tillers, to prep the field; sowers, to plant the field; and a third type, to harvest the field. But in looking at the menus, I see just an overwhelming amount of other machines that you can buy that I have no idea what they do. After explaining the actual farming process, the last thing it tells you is to take your harvested crops to the local trade station, seemingly dump them into a sewer, and then profit. But I think the most important thing it taught me was to not do anything yourself. Hire other people to play the game for you. With the press of just one button, you can hire a worker to do it all for you. Capitalism.
Like a real 20th century farmer. I think the hirelings disappear when they're done with their current job. Farewell, Helper Gary, wherever you are. But BabyNoobCakes managed to till and seed his fields, but couldn't stomach waiting in real time for anything to grow. In the cursed town of Felsbrunn, I cast no shadow and can't see myself unless I'm in a vehicle, but I can crouch and run forever, so there's that. You do have a jump button, which seems unnecessary, but I'm not complaining. After exploring the farm for a bit, I begrudgingly hop in a tractor that has a seed basket? Thankfully, there is a horn button, which I will use responsibly. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know that I need seeds in the basket to make the crops happen. Princess Peach needs wheat to make a cake after all. The controls are relatively simple on the surface, but they assume that you already know how to farm or have at least played previous farming sim games before. I have not. I managed to buy some seeds at the mysteriously empty seed store and pick them up with my bucket tractor. But how do I get the seeds into the seed spitting tractor? I spend way too much time trying to figure this out. Maybe I pour them all over the ground. Yep. All on the ground. Now what? Oh, sweet, there's a radio. What's with that radio?
Sound!
There's a Europop station that is blessedly free of harmonica solos. The twangy tunes of harmonica and guitar have been blasting my ears since the game started, but once the game finally loads, I'm treated to a shocking, blessed silence. I also found a brassy, jazzy station too, which bolsters my spirits a bit. The loudest machine you start with is a banana yellow combine, which has the added bonus of barfing out weed trash. So that's cool.
Art style.
I will say overall the game looks fine. I'm sure that the farming equipment is designed to look and act like real farming equipment, so farm enthusiasts can really get their tilling on.
And if you're into farm machinery, they capture it all very faithfully, ? As best as I can tell, at least. It seems that a lot of detail went into the models. I mean, you can see it here, on the screen in front of you. It's okay. It's fine. I guess. I don't know.
Replayability. Okay, I can't do this. I can't live a lie anymore. I was not meant to farm. I yearn for adventure. Okay. I'm gonna take my bucket tractor. Let's lose the bucket, actually. I'll take my bucket tractor, and I'll go see Princess Peach, and I'll sort this all out.
And so, Mary Loon took up the mantle of adventurer, braving the untamed wilderness and climbing the mighty hill on her righteous steed. What wonders could await her at the top? Let's find out.
What is this? The castle is a lie. There's nothing here. There's no king. There's no Princess Peach. There's no cake. Why am I toiling away if there's no ruling class to enforce the status quo? Is that... Wow. Nice. I guess there is a throne room after all. Back in Ravenport, BabyNoobCakes actually tried to learn how to play. But at some point, we both agreed that his time capturing footage was better spent buying a horse, which took nearly all of his money. So worth it, though. He had to use one of his precious fields to place his horse enclosure, which looks fine. I'm sure that's normal. But no matter. He and Molly Freedom Ringwald, first of her name, ran free over the hills of Ravenport. Not content with just that, they ran to the only interesting building in town, a Spanish church, and gracefully explored the beautiful rooftop. How did I get in a train? I guess this is Train Simulator now. Choo choo, Matafarma! Oh, I jumped out. And I'm so far away from my farm. I did eventually figure out how to get back, but it was not intuitive to use the menu to fast travel. There are so many options in the settings, and it overloaded my senses immediately. So, is it worth it? No, it's not. When I saw that this was one of the free PlayStation Plus games of the month, I was not immediately thrilled. But who knows? I've been surprised before. If you want to get into this game, and by this point you know whether you do, find a wiki. It's way too niche and way too obtuse, and it doesn't have the charm it needs to draw in people who don't care about the thousands of nitty-gritty details about farming. Look, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who love farming simulators. Otherwise, why would there be so many of them? Those of you who love these games, you probably already owned this one.
And for those of you who don't own this yet, it probably was a dream come true to get it for free. But like Mary Loon said, you should be able to tell from what you've already seen if this is for you or not. And from my time playing it, I can say for certain that if you don't like farming, this will be a dreadfully dull gameplay experience, and is definitely not worth one of the free game slots for the month.
For those of you whose farm game experience consists of Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, this is not the game for you. For example, the only romance is that between you and the joy of riding your horse, Molly Freedom Ringwald, as far away from your farming problems as possible. Oh, remember how I said there was a jump button? Apparently this is the easiest platformer ever. Whoa. And there's no fall damage. Score. At least I can claim rulership of Felsbrunn. There's no one to stop me after all. And survey all of the hard work I put into my beautiful fields. Truly a work of art. But maybe that's for you to decide. Whether you agree or disagree with my opinions, get at me in the comments and let me know what you think. And let's discuss if this month's games were worth it or not. Also, don't forget to go into the PlayStation Store and download your free games every month, because hey, they're free, and sometimes you'll end up with a few gems. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, bye!